Hey, good morning. This is Joe from Citrus County Porch Life bringing you the AA Word of the Day. And the word today for September 1st, 2024, that's right, it is September, is willingness to grow. If more gifts are to be received, our awakening has to go on. As Bill sees it, and that's on page 8. Uh, there's some other almost equivalent expressions. The more you give, the more you get. Uh, but it's very true. And Bill was one of the founders of AA. I say often talk about two main founders, Bill and Dr. Bob. But there were so many others in the hospitals when this first started who treated people who were just constitutionally incapable of being honest with themselves, and they really had no hope. But they got word of, what Bill and Dr. Bob were speaking about, and began to put it in practice. And lo and behold, these people who couldn't stop drinking all of a sudden stopped drinking. So it works. And today, it started as two people, and today, millions and millions and millions in every country. So here is the words from the daily reflection. Sobriety fills the painful hole in the soul that my alcoholism created. Often I feel so physically well that I believe my work is done. However, joy is not just the absence of pain, it is the gift of continued spiritual awakening. Joy comes from ongoing and active study, as well as application of the principles of recovery in my everyday life, and from sharing that experience with others. My higher power represents many opportunities for deeper spiritual awakening. I need only to bring into my recovery the willingness to grow. Today I am ready to grow. Yes, this is a program of movement forward, never stopping our progress, never reaching our goal. We claim progress, not perfection. And that's a very important statement. No one is perfect, but each day we can get better. No matter how small that piece of betterment is, we can do better. And that's what they're saying here. But you just can't sit back and say, oh, well, I beat the alcoholism thing. I'm not drinking. I haven't had a drink for a year. I haven't had a drink for 2 years. You got to be constantly involved. You've got to be there for the newcomer when they walk through the door. And you've got to try to fill that hole in your soul. I personally believe that I had that hole in my soul before I started drinking. Here, the author of these words for daily reflection believed that my alcoholism created the hole in my soul. I actually think I had it before, and it's got to do with God. I'm not saying I didn't have God in my life. I did, but I didn't utilize him, didn't reflect on him. I was always told, you got a problem, fix it yourself. God gave you a brain. So I tried to figure everything down, about alcoholism, and thought somehow I could beat it. And I would be the first one, and maybe I could get rich selling the method. Well, it didn't quite turn out that way. So I try to stay close to AA. I try to attend as many meetings as I can. I was a morning person because I worked third shift. So it was a lot easier for me to go to a meeting in the morning and then go home. And now that I'm older and my eyes aren't as good as they used to be, it's difficult for me. Well, up in Rhode Island, I knew where everything was. Whatever city or town it was, I knew where it was. Down here, it's different. Florida's a lot bigger than Rhode Island. The roads are built differently, and they certainly don't use as many streetlights as they do in Rhode Island. And it's just kind of unsafe for me to drive at night. I like to get home even at twilight, So that's why I like morning meetings. And I like the fact of having them in there and getting an agenda for the day, feeling good, seeing old friends, having a coffee with them, seeing how they're doing. Can I help any of them? So, if more gifts are to be received, our awakening has to go on. It's not a static program, it's a program of movement forward, no matter how small. So, God bless you all. Have a safe day if you're traveling home. I will pray for some traveling mercies for you. And have a good day. Right now, it is beautiful here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the camera around and give you. That's the morning. No clouds in the sky yet. They're coming. They're coming. So there you go. That's my neck of the woods. Have a good and safe day.